Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muazz bin Zaidi and I'm from 21E. My topic for presentation is Mastery in Language and Communication Strategies is the key for success for early childhood educator. Before we jump into the main agenda, I would like to share my introduction about my topic. According to Hasty and Eddy 2021, a good language and communication is the main key to improve children's literacy development, which help them to communicate better with other one. A good literacy skill is very essential and very crucial for the kids because the young learners will often use that skill in daily life. For example, I would like to give example about the children want to play with his or her friend using the toys. So, in order the children want to get the toys from her friends or his friend, he needs to use the literacy skill to communicate and interact with the friend. This scenario explains that the importance of an effective language and communication strategies that need to be mastered by the educator in order to make sure the children have the literacy skill better. Thus, teachers must adapt their communication strategies to suit various classroom scenarios, ensuring both routine and also activities that support children's cognitive development and also emotional development. Now, before we jump into the content, I would like to introduce some my divide about my topic, which is the first aspect is the everyday situation, where the strategies include use simple and clear language. Second, add visual and gestural cues. Third, repeat and rephrase. Fourth, use positive language. And the last one is incorporate playful language. The second aspect is non-everyday context, which is I give 4 strategies that teachers or educators can apply. The first strategy is explain the context simply. The second is break it down into steps. The third, ask questions to encourage understanding. And also the last one, teachers can use strategies such as relate to familiar concepts. As you can see, the strategies from the everyday situation or also the non-everyday context is almost the same. So it means that everyday situation could be applied. The strategies in everyday situation could be applied in the non-everyday context and etc. The first strategies in everyday situation is use simple and clear language. According to Africa NC 2020, they state that preschoolers have limited vocabulary and attention span, and they still developing their vocabulary and processing speed. Thus, this shows that the teachers must use simple or clear language in order to communicate with the children. Educators play a role to use simple language in order to help them process the information that they get from the communication, so that the children or the young learners could process or get the information more quickly and clearly. The educator also play a role to avoid unnecessary words and using unfamiliar terms, such as when the teachers want to pour the water from the water bottle, the teachers can say that pour, just pour, not like take it the water bottle and pour the water, unless the teachers can just say take and pour. That shows that teacher use simple and clear language. For the verbal aspect, as I explained as I explained, the teacher must use clear and simple language. For the non-verbal aspect, teachers must use calm tone and slower speaking pace. Why? This is because a calm tone help children feel more relaxed, while the slower speaking pace gives children more time to interact and also to absorb what actually the teachers are trying to say. For instance, I give teachers can say, let's put the toys in the bin, rather than let's gather all the toys and then we place it on the bin or the basket. This shows that if the teacher just say that let's put the toys, let's put the toys and put it in the bin, then the children will become like, oh, the teachers want me to put the toys in the bin. Instead of, if the teacher said let's gather all the toys and then we place it on the bin, that will show the children will become more. The children will not understanding what is the educator trying to say, because the use of phrases is very too long and it's not clear or simple that make the children can't understand easily. Therefore, simple language is very important to the children in order to make them easier to follow the instruction and reduce confusion among the children, which is help them to feel more confident and engaged within the activity. The second strategy that teachers can use is add visual and gestural cues. Based on Jean Piaget's theory of cognitive development, he stated that the preschool in the pre-operational stage use language and image to represent their understanding. This shows how important of the visual or the gesture in order to provide extra content or extra understanding or better understanding among the children and make abstract idea become in concrete form to help the children understand better. It is also important to use visual because when the children see what they expect, they feel more likely to participate because they know what to do. Thus, teacher should explain what needs to be done with the word. This is the main or the verbal aspect where the teachers explain with the words. That's the verbal aspect. Alongside gesture or action means the teachers show gesture for a visual. That means that already teacher apply the non-verbal aspect. And by combining the non-verbal, which is the explanation and the gesture, it will make it easier for the children to understand the complex idea. For example, if the children want to have a daily routine such as eating, before the eating, teachers want them to wash their hand carefully. So teachers can say, let's wash our hand, and also teachers can mimicking the hand washing motion like this. Thus, this visual example will help the children understand and participate in this instruction, because sometimes children not understand what teachers actually try to say. If the teachers just say let's wash our hand without showing the visual. If the teacher show the visual such as we need to wash our hand, thus the children will understand the purpose of the instruction or the communication in the educator. The third strategy in everyday situation is repeat and rephrase. Repetition is very important. Repeat and rephrase is very important because repetition helps with comprehension and memory. repetition and rephrasing is very important because first, repetition helps with comprehension and memory, which is particularly beneficial for young learners who are still developing their recalling skill, while the rephrasing skill gives them a second chance to recall back and understand what actually the words they heard. Verbally, the verbal aspect, that teacher is responsible for giving instruction differently. Means sometimes teachers can't just use the same instruction in order to instruct some children. Otherwise, the teachers should use the different. Otherwise, the teachers should use the different instruction that's mean the repeat and rephrase. The non-verbal aspect includes that teachers need to maintain the eye contact in order to make it's a sign to show that affirmation on the instruction that has been given. Besides, in order to apply the repeat and rephrase, teachers also need to avoid rephrasing too differently in order to make sure that the children understand what actually the teachers are going to say. For example, if the teachers want to children or instruct the children to clean up the block, the teachers can say, firstly teachers can say, let's clean up the block, put the block in the bin. And sometimes the children don't understand, so the teachers play a role to repeat the instruction and rephrase it, such as block goes in the bin. So can you put them in there? So by doing the repetition and rephrase, the children will heard back the instruction from the teachers, and also the children will understand better what is the teachers trying to instruct them. The fourth strategies that can be applied in the everyday situation is teachers can use positive language. According to Effendi and Ibnu 2023, positive language provides an extrinsic motivation to the children, in addition to forming a better learning environment. This statement shows that the importance of this is important or crucial to be applied for the teacher, because he can create the learning environment much better. It is because when the teachers use a positive language, it is a sign for the children to feel more encouraged or feel more encouraged rather than reprimanded. Besides, by using the positive language, the children will also likely to complete or willing to join or interact with the teachers or get involved in the activity. For example, if the teachers want to ignore or want to deny the work of the children, the teachers should use the positive language or show positive behavior, such as rather than saying don't run inside, that show that this is negatively. The words of the don't show that this is very negatively for the children. Instead, the teachers should say let's walk inside. Let's walk inside. That show more natural and also more positive to the children, and also can encourage them. Oh, I need to walk inside. I need to walk inside instead of I run inside. The last strategies in everyday situation is incorporate playful language. According to Akila and Halim 2023, they state that learning that is infused with play element is an effective step to provide experience to the children compared to instructional learning, meaning that by the learning or learning theoretically, the teachers can add some playful element in the learning process. This is because it is also aligned with the children's natural, where they like to play, where they like to play. Playful language in daily routine also help to grab children's attention and engage their imagination. Playful language also make activities more fun for the children, because the children get involved directly in the learning process or learning activity. Teachers plays a role to use imaginative language to make the activity feels more like a game, alongside with exaggerated facial expression, this is the non-verbal aspect, to enhance the playful tone and make it more exciting. For example, when the teachers want the children to line up before they want to eat, teachers can say, "Let's march like a soldier," and also the teachers can show how exactly the soldier marching, such as the teachers can show the movement of the soldier marching. Teachers can also add some noise when marching to make it more realistic. Thus, by incorporating playful language, it can help the children understand better what is the instruction or what is the communication already happened. Next, we're going to move into the non-everyday context, which is the first strategy I would like to explain is teachers need to explain context simply. Teachers play a role to briefly describe what will happen using a familiar language, so children have general sense of what to expect. These strategies is same in the daily routine strategies, which is using a clear and simple language, such as when the teachers want the children to put the rubbish in the bin, the teachers can say, "Put the rubbish in the bin," rather than "Let's take the rubbish, we collect it, then we take it in the rubbish." That's very too long phrases that can make the children feel more overwhelmed. The non-verbal aspect include a calm and reassuring tone to prevent any confusion and also make the children feel more safer. For example, when the teachers and the children want to go in for a natural walk in every morning, the teachers can describe what they will doing during the natural walk, such as, "We are going to look inside to look at the plants and bark. We will all stay together and use our working feet." By explaining the context or what the activities that teachers and children will do, the children will get more information clearly and easily to understand. Thus, the clear explanation by using the familiar term will help the children to understand what they will be doing, which will increase the children's readiness and participation. The second strategy is teachers need to break the instruction down into the step. A young children process an information best when it's present in a small or manageable parts. Thus, breaking down the idea or instruction into the sequential step, help the children understand each individual part much better. So the teachers play a role to show a demonstration as a step-by-step guidance, such as demonstrate each step or point to where the children will go. For example, during a fire drill, teacher might say, "First, Okay class, today we're gonna hear the bell, and then next we're gonna line up at the door, and lastly we will walk outside together. So I want everyone to stay calm and walk outside together. By breaking down the instruction into the step by step, which is the first step we hear, the second step we line up, and the last step is we walk outside together. This breakdown will help the understanding of the children each step and increase the willingness of the children to participate, because they feel the process or the activity more manageable and doable. This means that the children easily to understand, and they think that this instruction or this step I can do and I want to participate. The third strategy is encourage curiosity and question. According to Wardi Wadita and ISA 2020, questioning method is an easy method to elicit ideas from children while also stimulating their thinking. This explains why the preschool children are naturally curious, and teachers should encourage the children to ask questions so that they can explore the new idea more evenly. Teachers could ask open-ended questions and also apply non-verbal interaction. For example, the situation I can give is when before going on the trip, teachers can ask open-ended questions like, do you guys, what animal do you think we will see? And also, after the children already answer the question, the teachers can nodding or responding to the answer of the children, to show that a sign of appreciation to the children, such as, oh, do you think they will be soft or rough? By responding and nodding to the answer of the children, it will also make the children feel appreciated. The last strategies in non-everyday context include teachers must relate the learning topics to familiar experience. According to Hidayah et al. 2021, children learn something by relating things to their life and cultures. This means that relating new concept to the similar idea or the past ideas is an effective way to make the children's learning process become much better. Teachers should search for connection. Means that teachers must find a connection for every topic between the new formula and the children's existing knowledge, to help bridge the gap between the unfamiliar and the known. Making it easier for the children and making it easier for the children to understand. For example, when the teachers teach about the science topic, for example, planting seed, the teachers can say, just like we drink the water, the plant also needs water to grow and live. Teachers can also add non-verbal aspects such as mimic drinking of the water to reinforce the idea. By doing so, the children can relate the ideas of the drinking water with the plant, and also the children also understand the gesture or visual that's shown by the teachers. Thus, by modeling a new concept means that by showing through visual a new concept with a familiar activity, children will grasp the new experience more readily and more likely to feel comfortable to engage in the activity. In the conclusion of the strategies of the effective language and communication strategies, it is very essential because these are fundamental to managing an early childhood education classroom. Besides, these strategies not only help educators establish clear expectation and routine, but also foster a positive, inclusive and engaging environment where young children feel safe to express their feelings. In addition, a strong communication is also essential during the communication because it can build trust among the children and the teachers. Lastly, the teachers should master these strategies in order to handle the daily classroom challenges in a good way or in the best strategies. So this is the total reference that I will use, and that's all for my presentation. Thank you.